Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather Weekend? Friday, April 11th, the 12th, the 13th, Libra Scorpio Moon, and the Libra full moon, the first full moon of the new year. Let's talk about it. Pew. Grand Rising, good people. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. How you doing? How your mama doing? How your mama and them? Hope you're feeling well. Still dealing with some crazy allergies, but God is good. I'm here. I'll probably be, a couple minutes late for lunch with Eric today, but I'll be talking about the Libra sun, moon, and risings in honor of the Libra moon. The moon, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Friday is at 7 degrees. So we'll finish up at around 13 and then 14 degrees on the West Coast. So tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk, it should be at around 20, 21 degrees. And the full moon, maybe 19, 20 degrees. And the full moon is at 8:22 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So actually, no, let me think about it. 13... 14, 20. Yeah. So it's at 23 degrees. So it should be at 20. That's 6 hours. Yeah. So it'll be at 8:22 p.m. Eastern. So maybe tomorrow, 12 noon, it'll be at 19 degrees. How about that? Okay. But we got this Libra Scorpio Moon weekend. Uranus is moving in Taurus, 25 degrees. Venus, Saturday night after the full moon, stations direct. So that is part of this Libra moon story. The ruler of this Libra moon slowing down, getting ready to station direct, but still being retrograde. So there is the introspection of self-love. Very important. We have to stop being passive aggressive and seeking or taking less in business partnerships or relationships. We've got to walk into our Aries conjunct Chiron today, exact conjunction. So people could be a little sensitive if they haven't done the shadow work and healing. But it's really an opportunity, right, with this T-square on the full moon to initiate mental and emotional security through your spiritual practice and discipline and the exploration of being introspective, looking within, being still and quiet and finding out who you really are, in terms of valuing yourself. You're amazing. Okay. And it's not fluff. It's like, none of us are perfect, but we all have spiritual gifts. We all have, different gifts, skills, and talents. And I can show you that in the map of your life, which is the natal birth chart, the remembrance of your soul. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, the birth chart sale goes to the 19th. You got 8 more days. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, either 206 or 305. You got choices, natal, solar return, secondary progression. Just hit me up, eric@BigEAstro.com. And Coffee Talks tomorrow. A lot of people are coming. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be so much fun. If you cannot make it live, you can still pay the $22, 2 hours. I'm going to be talking about Jupiter and Cancer for all 12 rising signs. And then we're going to read one Coffee Talk member's birth chart. It's going to be exciting. So I'm really, really excited for that. And should be kind of fun. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good time. And I really, I just hope that you guys come because this is a transit starting June 9th. It lasts for a year. All right. And then next Friday, the 18th, I'm going to do Saturn in Aries from May 24th until November. So that's going to be important too. And that's only $13, 65 minutes. All right. So sign up for Coffee Talks. You could purchase it on the website or email me directly at eric@BigEAstro.com. Let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather Weekend, the 11th, 12th, 13th, Libra moon, Libra full moon, Scorpio moon, Aries season. IG Live, 2 p.m. Eastern today. Libra sun, moon, rising, BigEAstro, lunch with Eric. Astro-Weather Weekend. Pew. right, forget about a Friday, baby. The day the planet Venus still dancing in Pisces. It's a dancing moon. Do you like when the moon is dancing? Well, the moon is dancing in Libra. The ruler, and this is at 7, so 6 and 7 is 13, right? That's East Coast, so we get to about 14 degrees. So it should be at about the most 20, maybe 19 at 12 noon, at Coffee Talk, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then the full moon will be at 23 degrees, almost 24 degrees, okay? Around 8:22 p.m. So our friend Lilith has... well, we got the Sag, and Lilith, that's the mean average position. The true black moon Lilith is still dancing in Libra. So we got to be intuitive about our relationships, our self-worth, our values, okay? Just remember, we got the Neptune still rocking in Aries, the Pluto in Aquarius. This Libra moon is coming off of the trine early this morning while you were sleeping. Maybe we're going to have some better things going off. There's a lot of delay on the tariffs, except for America and China. And we just got to pray for the best, you know what I mean? But it will affect goods. Libra is the marketplace, and we get a lot of our things in the marketplace from China. And maybe we should stop relying on China. How about that? Maybe make products in America again. I don't know, people. I'm just giving you some thoughts and ideas. Mercury, North Node, Saturn, Venus. Saturn's moving along, right? Trining Mars in Cancer, okay? For this full moon, the spiritual discipline, okay? And, Friday is the day of Venus, and I think that we have got to have healthier and healthy boundaries in our relationships. Saturn conjunct Venus. You may feel attracted to someone older, the opposite sex, women and men, or same sex. And, we've got to kind of have this spiritual and emotional discipline to understand that even in our most vulnerable moments, we are safe and secure, faith over fear. Right? And so that's where the Venus retrograde, we could still have some kind of energetic or spiritual attacks on women. And so we've got to, balance out the sacred masculine and divine feminine. And at the same time, men, we are supposed to protect our women, even the ones we don't know. Okay? So, a lot of that is at play because I say all this because the ruler of this moon, Venus, and you see the Mars, 27 degrees, and that is, in the direct trine to the North Node and the Mercury, and it's still hitting these two. But Venus can be self-sacrificing. It can play the victim. It's exalted in Pisces, and it can be taken advantage of in relationships. Okay? So, and then you could start, purchasing the new vehicles, the new wardrobes, the new piercings, tattoos, hairstyles, new relationships, after the 12th. Do it starting the 13th if you want, okay? Maybe Aaron Rodgers will sign with the Steelers on Monday the 14th. Let's get it done, mister. I don't think he wants to really retire. So, Friday, and Jupiter, this moon, early Saturday, will be trining Jupiter in Gemini, okay? The Libra moon. And what else do we got here? Pallas Athena, trining Gemini. So this is how we can communicate about any issues or problems or dilemmas we have. This is a good opportunity to heal them, even through email maybe, and then also with any issues with that. Uranus, nothing really in play with the Uranus. But actually it's getting closer. It's trining the South Node. So this is where suddenly you can have visions of the past. Suddenly you can, in nature, get downloads that tap you into past life energy or people coming up from your past. You can suddenly transmute bad or old habits. Like this is where we can really focus on the positive affirmations and positive self-talk in a beautiful way. All right. You have any questions about that, reach out to me. I can really help you with that. And this Mars and Cancer is sextiling to Uranus, as well as, trining. It's going to be closer and closer to that square tomorrow to the sun, but trining the Pisces party. All right. So enjoy Friday night, date night chocolates. I think we may go see a play over the weekend. The local community college out here in Arizona is doing The Wedding Singer. And I think that'd be kind of fun to take the kids to see that. Wifey came up with that. It's a great movie, really funny. You got to enjoy life, you guys. Stay positive, smile. The sun will shine tomorrow. And just avoid all the nonsense and noise. So the boys did pretty good in their track meet. We don't have the official results. I know Jackson had, a fractured finger. His ankle was kind of twisted. And he was running, he's a sixth grader, was running against eighth graders, but he came in, I think, maybe fifth or sixth place out of 8 runners in the 400. So I was proud of him, because he was like the youngest one in the heap. And then their relay team came in like 4th or 5th. And then Mateus came in 2nd in his 100 race. So, and he did pretty good with the shot put. I think he threw 22, 23 feet. They had fun. And we were out late last night for the, track meet. And it was pretty hot. And the high today is like 98 or something in Arizona. Yesterday was 96. So I'm not ready for this heat. All right, Astro-Weather Weekend. Let's get to... Something's going to get cleared up too in the oceans. Clarity, new revelations, food, algae. Remember, Sedna is in Gemini, and this moon was trining it. Maybe the mermaids, different things. But yeah, the veils are so thin. Things that you don't think are possible, they're possible, right? Woolly mammoths, mermaids, fairies, the elementals. All right, let's get to Saturday, April 12th. And happy birthday to my April 11th people, my boy John, my boy Gavin, G Fab, my brother. Happy birthday to the Aries people. All right, BigEAstro, Astro-Weather Weekend. Pew. Secret Saturday Coffee Talk. Now remember, Coffee Talk closes today, Friday the 11th at midnight Pacific. You can pay Cash App, $BigEAstro. PayPal's a friend to tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. The number 2, the letter U, tailored, ED. All right, but email me, eric@bigeastrology.com. I'll go to the website, but I won't be taking orders Saturday morning. Okay, it's just too much chaos, and I'm sending out the Zoom link late tonight. Okay, this 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, this is Coffee Talk chart. So what are we going to be rocking with the Coffee Talk? We're rocking with this, what is this? Cancer, Gemini rising, okay? So the Gemini rising in this Virgo South Node in the 4th house, this Libra moon, 19. Okay, that's better. 19 degrees, and we'll get to, 25 and 26 on the East Coast. So then tomorrow, Sunday, on the 13th, we'll get to the Scorpio Moon at around, I think, a little bit before 8 p.m., a little bit after 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? So enjoy this Libra full moon Saturday. Put your crystals out Saturday morning. I'm going to do that. Lilith has danced into Scorpio. Okay, so the emotions, the intuition, a lot of empathic energy at Saturday for this full moon. And we've got to really embrace the fact that we are worthy and we need to become the leaders and presidents of our own lives. And our spiritual practices, our spiritual discipline, our spiritual hygiene is really important, okay? And I think we've got to be maniacal, intentional about the positive thoughts and the positive self-talk. What you say out loud about yourself, there should be nothing negative. And give yourself a break, right? Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. This is the human experience. This is Earth School, okay? I mean, the fact that you're re-remembering even this ancient wisdom and occult knowledge is such a gift and a blessing. Many people deny it. And it's like they're just hurting themselves. You know what I mean? This is our sacred knowledge to kind of help us see through the veils and the systems of the cognitive dissonance programming and matrix, but also to really elevate and remember on a soul level who we are. You're not the flesh of this physical avatar body, right? So just consider that. That's how important the birth chart really is, and the exploration of self. Okay, so remember Mars in Cancer, the 18th, it's going into Leo. It's going to be a big relief for everybody. I know it's been affecting my hips a little bit in the 9th house for Scorpio rising, but you know, I'm looking forward to that. And then the sun at 23 degrees. Okay, still conjunct the Chiron. Right, we're in the last decan, the Aries Sagittarius decan. Okay, and remember the birth chart cell ends on the 19th. Okay, so you know, Venus trining, Venus and Saturn sextiling Uranus can give us some support to cement in discipline about our values, about our relationships, about, you know, integrating these thoughts and downloads, these ideas that we receive. Well, then you can, you know, bring them in and really have them be a part of your new reality. Because this is, the veil is super thin in Neptune and Aries. This is the time to quantum leap into a new reality, new versions of ourselves. And this Libra moon doing this dance from 19 to 26, it'll be in conjunct Taurus, Uranus, and Saturn, Pisces, and all that stuff. It's also going to, you know, it's coming off the trine to Jupiter early Saturday morning. So it's a great day for coffee talk and learning and communicating about astrology and building new friendships and relationships. So you want to come to coffee talk? A lot of people are coming. It's going to be super fun and super great. So enjoy Saturday and this Libra full moon, and just know you were never a victim. You're not a victim, and you got to have faith over fear. # deep water faith. Do you get this? Do you know how dope you are? I say this because I want you to really release the programming of your parents, school teachers, grandparents who spoke less of you, who made you feel like you were insufficient. Your funds are sufficient. You are wealthy. You're a kingdom builder. You're amazing. But now you got to receive it and accept it and walk in it. All right, Astro-Weather, April 12th, Saturday. Let's get to Sunday the 13th. Astro-Weather Weekend, BigEAstro, and that Scorpio Moon in the evening. All right? Pew. All right. Sleep on it. Sunday. Well, how'd you do with the Libra full moon? Hopefully you put out your moon water, your crystals. Wife and I are going to do that Saturday morning. And, you know, I'm excited. I mean, this is the first full moon of the new year. And, you know, what's really good about that is it's also closing up the chapters of the Aries North Node, Libra South Node, right? We just had that partial Aries solar eclipse on the 29th. Well, this cements everything. So now you really have not only the opportunity, but you have the invitation from Neptune and Aries is dissolving the deception of the Neptune and Pisces, and letting you have a clear head, as long as you're staying away from the drugs, the alcohol, and pharmaceuticals, to quantum leap into your I am energy, right? Be sovereign, be independent, right? Find your tribe and your partner and your spouse and your business partners and your love, but be a leader of the I am, be a leader of self, and have that self-love that's so necessary and important. This moon is going to finish out, this 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, this moon, look at that, Scorpio, okay? So the moon is dancing in a Scorpio. Now, that's so funny because I thought it was going to get there later, because we were finishing out at 19. Oh, that's true, because we finished out at 20. Sorry, I totally was dropping the ball on that, because it finished out at 26 and 25 on the East Coast, then it would be, 12 noon on Sunday at around 1 degree. So there you go. Okay, so the Scorpio moon will finish at around, now remember, that means Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, intermittent fasting, right? Reactivation on the cellular level, just like for Libras, Friday, Saturday, okay? The Scorpio moon, you can heal yourself on the cellular level. No drugs, no meat, no sex, no alcohol, okay? No cursing. So Scorpio, it will be around 7 degrees East Coast, 8 degrees West Coast. So when we come back Monday morning, 8 and 6 should be at like 13, 14 degrees, somewhere in there, okay? So this Scorpio moon is going to be conjunct Lilith. The Scorpio moon is, in its planetary fall, very empathic. It will absorb and feel the energies. So just make sure Sunday and Monday you're avoiding any toxic emotions. Anything comes up, let it out. Transmute it, shoot it out of your hands, purge it, cut the emotional cords. But, Sunday, maybe there should be a little bit of truth and exploring your emotions. Right, I'm going to be doing some NDE stuff on Sunday, and we've got to integrate and accept where we're at. This is squaring Pluto, Lilith, and the moon squaring Pluto on Sunday. So there's a lot of transformative energy, and I think you're going to see that with the early markets on the Chinese and Japanese markets, and the Sunday news, Meet the Press, and all that stuff. It's unfortunate because what's going on is creating very intense emotions for people. And I think that could come to play out Sunday and spill over to Monday for the people who are still tied to this system and matrix. Like when you're not attached to it, you see, and you can see in the cosmos, what these planets are showing is exactly what we're experiencing. But this has to happen. I'm not saying you want it from Trump or Elon. I'm not saying that it's good or this or that. But what I'm saying is that this is part of leaving the Piscean age. We've been programmed to exist in this system of deception, illusion, confusion, and suffering that is, we're married to it, so we think it's all we have. It's not. There is better. And you have to get to some real dark places first, but then that transformation is the death and rebirth, and then better will appear. And better is coming between 2027 and 2030. Okay, so just, you gotta have some faith, but you also gotta realize these structures and systems have never served you. They've served the people who are in control, the 1%ers, the people who want to manipulate our energy, right? Energy vampires. And so really just think about that before you get pulled in the intoxication of debates. I see these people on TikTok, they'll be on there for like, I assume hours, debating about Democrat, Republican, Trump, non-Trump, this, that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, you're educated fools because you're trying to hold up and brag about what you know about this system when the whole system is an illusion and a lie. Don't you get that? you've mastered with your masters and PhDs a bunch of manipulative lies that are anti-humanity. Capitalism does not breed humanism. Like, so you got to get your skull and your cranium awakened and open to get away from that. Okay? So, like I said, the Scorpio Moon won't really... no, everything is going to be on Monday when it starts Monday and Tuesday to hit the Venus. And Venus is direct. Look at that. All right, we survived, see? Survived Mercury and Venus retrograde. Got another Mercury retrograde coming up this summer. Little Leo, maybe back in Cancer, but Leo retrograde, So, Sunday, I just want you to... Sunday may be a good day for a bath and to allow yourself to just like yell it out, like just release it all. If you're mad, you're sad, you're angry, you're exhausted, you're tired, get some rest, but just like release it. Say whatever you gotta say. Talk to the trees. The trees will help you. They're sentient beings. They'll give you wisdom and knowledge. I love you. Have a great weekend. I hope I see you Saturday at Coffee Talk, $22. You can sign up for Friday the 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, $13. Saturn and Aries transit. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be some Friday night fun for you, okay? But enjoy. Enjoy the Astro-Weather Weekend. Much love. Aries birth chart sale, rockin'. Hit me up, Eric at BigEAstro.com. Explore my website. Sign up for the newsletter. And I thank you for supporting my channels. Follow me, BigEAstrology, on YouTube. Subscribe. TikTok, IG, X, Facebook. And look forward to meeting you. And I'll be on live Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, doing Aries in all 12 houses. Okay? So that will kind of cover everybody, every rising sign. Right? So if you're a Taurus rising, you'll be looking for Aries in the 12th house. You're a Scorpio rising, you'll be looking for Aries in the 6th. You're a Libra rising, you'll be looking for Aries in the 7th. We're going to cover everybody Sunday night. Don't want to miss it. Be there or be square. All right, Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology, Astro-Weather Weekend. Pew! All right, that was fun. Hope you guys are doing good. You feel a little confused or a little unique or different, you're a cardinal sign, this Aries and Neptune, please reach out and book a chart reading with me, or you can even book a transit reading. If you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, natal birth chart, solar return, secondary progression, super beneficial. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And same thing for Coffee Talk, BigEAstrology.com. You can book it there, but email me. And have a wonderful Libra, Scorpio Moon weekend and Libra full moon. Put out your crystals, positive self-talk, focus on your self-worth. You are worthy of harmony, peace, fairness, and justice. Justice, freedom, liberty for all. Become and be who you're meant to be, sovereign, right? For God's real law, not maritime law. Okay? So that's it. Astro-Weather Weekend. Be smart, be safe, be careful, and I'll see you at lunch with Eric, BigEAstrology. Libra, Scorpio Moon, April 11th, 12th, 13th. Happy birthday, Aries.